Okay guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Okay, maraming salamat dun sa mga nanood, lalo na nitong kahapon lang no, na episode tungkol dun sa TR to PR program na alam kong inaabangan ng marami ngayon. I will read some comments lang no as a jump off point sa magiging discussion natin in this episode. Sabi nung ilang comments, dahil nga nangyari na yun, nagkaroon na ng TR to PR program before, ang sabi nung iba, nako, ano lang yan, para sa mga best of the best. Yan, sige, panoorin mo. Panoorin, I will share with you some of their comments. And we will get yung insights ng ating guest kung palagay niya ganito rin ba talaga. Halimbawa, si Forever Zero, sabi niya, maybe for this pathway, tier 0 to 1. Minimum working years of 2 to 3 years. Selected healthcare and trades. Excellent in English and French. Can potentially contribute to the economy, strong ties to the community. Yan. Ito yung mga hinala ng mga viewers natin. Si Arvel, sabi niya, only 33,000 spots versus millions of temporary workers na nandito ngayon sa Canada. Survival of the fittest and most qualified raw ang magiging labanan. Thank you, Arvel. Ito namang si Susie, sabi niya, these are the best of the best. Si Raul, sabi niya, tier 0 to 1 ang basehan nila dyan. Kung pagbasehan nila yung tax threshold, strong roots, and helping to build strong economy that Canada needs. Good luck daw sa lahat. And lastly, sabi ni Master Palengke, sabi hula din daw niya, tier 0 to 3 category lang ang tatanggapin. Kaunti lang daw siguro sa 3 to 5. Tier 3 to 5. Again, guys, no, we do not know. We will not know unless any official announcement is made. Alam nyo ba, though? Okay, dahil sabi ko nga, nangyari na ito nung panahon ng pandemic. Meron tayong kakausapin today, suki natin, who coincidentally, yan pala ang naging pathway to PR nilang mag-asawa, o 'di ba? Kaya share niya ang kanilang experience. Not to say na magiging ganun din ang experience ha, kung kayo ay susubok makapasok dito sa paparating na TR to PR pathway. Okay, welcome back, Dayanara in Puerto Bantigue.
Hello.
Okay,
Good morning,
buti na lang siya
everybody.
nagsabi sa akin na yung pala TR to PR pala sila before. Teka lang,
Yes. Yes
ang
po.
aking
We were one of the lucky ones during that
Oo.
time. Yeah.
And then, ang email po ni Dayanara, yung gumagapang dyan sa ibaba, if you wanna get in touch with her or book a consult. Okay, Dayanara, ang galing what a coincidence. Now you have plenty to share with us. Kamusta ba
Okay.
yung, anong TR to PR pathway, paano ba yung ginawa nung 2021?
Yeah. So nung time po kasi na yun, that was in the middle of the pandemic. So that was in the middle of the pandemic. So the pandemic began, at least sa naramdaman namin in Canada, was March. It began in March 2020. Doon siya talaga yung nag-lockdown, nawalan kami ng asawa ko ng work. Tapos, nung bumalik kami sa work, syempre, doon lang na magsa-start ulit yung bilangan ng experience. Ganyan. So, ang una naming target ng asawa ko nun was OINP in demand stream. Hanggang ngayon, at may OINP in demand stream pa din. Kasi yung trabaho niya was, he was a poultry preparer sa Cargill, dito sa London, Ontario. So, yun ang trabaho niya noon. So, nagpo-process sila ng mga karne, ganyan. Yung NOC niya was kasama doon sa mga in-demand tier, pang low-skilled work sa Ontario noon. Pero hanggang ngayon, kasama pa rin naman siya. Kaya lang, nung time namin, sadly, nag-start kasi siya ng February. So, dapat March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November 2020, pwede na kami sana mag-apply sa OINP on demand. The problem is, nag-close yung OINP portal nung time na yon. That was the time na nag-create na sila ng system na meron sila ngayon. Inabutan kami nung time na yon, and it took so long. It took so long na parang, I think, binuksan nila ulit, I don't know, end of 2021. Sobrang tagal niya. Nakakalungkot. Syempre, nakakalungkot sa amin. So, hindi lang naman po kayo ngayon yung nakakaranas ng mga ganitong delay. Naranasan din namin siya nung panahon namin kasi hindi mo talaga makakontrol yun. So, pero yung asawa ko, kinuha na namin lahat ng kailangan namin for November 2020 sana. So, meron na siyang ito yung mga kailangan nyo i-prepare, I think, this time din. So, meron na kaming education credential assessment para sa kanya, meron na kaming language test para sa kanya, kumuha na kami ng certificate of employment na may description ng kung ano yung ginagawa niya from the company. Tapos, syempre, yung aming marriage certificate, yung aming NBI clearance, lahat yan ay meron na kami, may kopya na kami nung bago pa mag-November 2020 in preparation nga sana for OINP. So, in a way, maswerte kami kasi bago pa in-announce yung TR to PR, which is nagbukas nung May 2021, hawak na namin yung mga dokumento na kailangan namin. Kasi miss, understand, nung in-announce ito, I am not sure when it was announced, pero nung in-announce ito, naubos lahat ng mga IELTS and CELPIP slots all over Ontario. Ubos.
Wow, okay.
I know people who had to go to Alberta to take the exam.
And you were in Ontario, From Ontario?
We were in Ontario. So, buong Ontario, naubos yung slot ng, as dalawa lang naman nung time na yun eh. CELPIP saka IELTS, I think. Ubos lahat ng slots. So, isa rin yan sa dapat ninyong paghandaan. Kung gusto ninyong subukan, yung TR to PR na darating kung sakali man, make sure you have your language test already. Kasi,
magpa-schedule na kayo at the very
schedule na kayo, yung West ninyo, or yung East or ICAS, kuhanin na ninyo kasi hindi nyo masasabi kung ano yung resulta. What if yung resulta is hindi nyo gusto? Kailangan nyo palang kumuha sa ibang company. For example, yung West results yung hindi maganda. Kailangan nyo palang magpa-ICAS. ICAS can take 6 months. So, you have to, prepare for it ahead of time. So, sa case namin, everything was prepared kasi nga we were preparing for a different pathway during the time. Yan. So, May 6 yun, hindi namin alam kung gaano siya ka-busy. Hindi namin alam kung gaano siya magiging sought after. Hindi namin alam kung gaano siya magiging... Ang expectation ko nun was the worst. It will be a bloodbath. And I was kind of right. But only for the first, yung stream na para sa international students. Kasi po, during that time, that was 90,000 slots. Imagine this.
Wow, ang dami, no?
Sobrang dami. Compared to yung HCWIP, which is like 5,000. Imagine yung HCWIP, it was closed within 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken, for 5,000 slots.
Okay. Actually, meron ako nung the site, no? Nakasulat na dito, closed na to, ha? Baka akalain niyo.
Closed na siya.
To. Ang dami talagang inopen na slots. Take note, yung paparating, sabi nila, it's for up to 33,000.
33,000. So, but that is in parang divided into 2 years. 2026
spread
and
over 2 years pa yun. Yeah, so pero ito, tingnan nyo,
and look at the workers in healthcare one. That was never filled. That was like 7,000 lang ang nag-apply.
Oo nga, no.
And the slot was 20,000. That was never filled. And it was from May to November 2021.
All right. Anong sinasabi mo agad na nagsara?
Yung international graduates, yung 40,000.
This one, yung 40,000.
Yes, that was over in 25 hours.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That was filled up in 25 hours. And I know people, kasi ang experience po namin, doon po kami sa pangalawa, Workers in Canada Essential Non-Healthcare. Kasi ang trabaho nga po ng asawa ko is poultry preparer. Yun yung nandun kami sa second part na yan, yung 30,000. I think that was filled up in June 2021. So it took several months to fill it out.
All right.
The thing is, sige po.
Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
So what happened with us was it was open at 12 noon Toronto time. Kasi kailangan 9 a.m. siya sa Vancouver. Hindi kasi pwedeng 9 a.m. nila sa Toronto tapos masyadong maaga dun sa kabilang coast. So ang ginawa nila 12 dito sa time zone namin, and then sa Vancouver I think it was 9. So parang fair and square lahat gising. Kumbaga no time na yun.
At hindi antok-antok, no?
Hindi antok-antok, pero baka hindi nadukas yung kawawa naman. Ganyan. Pero imagine, kahit naman maliit ka ng konti ng gising, makakapag-apply ka pa rin. Kasi 25 hours yung international students, so pwede pa rin. And then it was opened at 12. I was able to lodge our application within 10 minutes. So, I
Wow,
was
okay.
done. Dalawa lang naman po kasi kami ng asawa ko nun. So, we were done within 10 minutes. And then we received our AORs on July 28th, 2021, the birthday of my grandmother. Alala ko yan. July 28th, 2021. And then I was able to file for a discount sa Fanshawe. Kasi nag-aaral ako ng fourth semester ko nun.
Oo.
Nabayaran ko na yung tuition fee ko nun, which is like $8,000, $8,500 for my last semester. I filed for parang discount to get to the domestic fee. So they were able to give us, I don't know, around 5,000 yata. I don't know, na discount pabalik sa amin, which ngayon naisip ko, sana binili ko ng Nvidia stocks parang.
Yumaman ka na, lumaki na yun ngayon.
Lumaki na siya ngayon. Pero, I mean, we were able to save it. And then, that's another thing you can do. Kung aabot kayo, makukuha niyo yung AOR in time, try to see kung makakakuha kayo ng discount from the school.
Oh.
I was able to get a discount for my last semester. We were able to get our permanent residency September 22, 2021.
All right. But do you think, Dayanara, that if ever, guys, again, we are not saying that it's going to be enforced the same way that it was.
Probably not.
Types of streams. No?
Mhm.
Actually, yung next question ko yan, do you think there will be a stream again for international students? Kasi, ano ba to? Or PGWP holders, basically lalabas. Oo. Let us ko pala puntahan lang natin yung nakasulat dito dun sa.
Just look at the wording. Apo.
Yan. Okay. So it says, working in Canada in specific in-demand sectors with a focus on those in rural areas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ang keyword sa nakikita ko dyan, ang keyword dyan, miss, sa ano na yan, nung nabasa ko yan, ang una kong naisip agad is the word skilled.
Oh,
yes. Skilled. Yun ang una kong naisip agad. Because there are two types of skilled workers, a high skilled worker and a low skilled worker.
Mm-hmm.
Pero sa mata ng IRCC, pag sinabi mong skilled, it means tier 0 to 3.
Oh, so you think tama yung mga binasa kong comments kanina that likely it will be those
tier 0 to 3. I think so. It will be tier 0 to 3. Dahil yung allocation nila is 33,000, compare that to 90,000 during our time. I mean, that's a third. Diba? So, I do think na kung magkakaroon man sila dito ng segments, kumbaga ng streams, there would be a stream, probably, it could be a stream based on the job. So, let's say healthcare, trades, ganyan. And then a special stream for rural workers na walang occupation, na hindi siya occupation specific.
Okay, I hope so. Kahit paano ganun, no? Para maraming
masakop ba? I would think it. Yeah. So parang there's a stream for in-demand workers, that's regardless of location. And then there's a stream for rural, those who are in rural communities, regardless of the job.
All right.
So I think that's how they would divide it. If I were to do it, that's how I would do it. Kasi they're very specific with the word skilled. Mm-hmm. So with IRCC in general defines skilled work yung makakapasok sa express entry under tier 0 to 3.
All right. Okay. So yun again, these are all just based sa kaalaman ni Dayanara bilang isang magaling na RCIC. Okay. So kung ano ang maaaring tahakin once ma-enforce na to. No? Okay, you mentioned kanina the preparations that they can do, like yung mga documents. Yung binanggit mo kanina, yung NBI clearance, IELTS, ganyan. Yes, you think these are usually the same batch of documents that they would need, right? So at least alam na nila na handa na nila yan kung balak nilang magpasa ng mga yan. Tapos sabi mo,
especially yung mga tumira sa ibang bansa, yung mga tumira sa Dubai, tumira sa Taiwan, tumira sa Qatar for more than 6 months within the last 10 years, if you're able to process it, I suggest you process it. Lalo kasi yung iba na sobrang tagal nung mga para makakuha sila ng ganong mga dokumento, I suggest tingnan nyo na ngayon pa lang kung paano nyo ito makukuha at gaano katagal. Kasi syempre, you wanna be prepared when it comes.
Yeah, oo,
Yeah.
oo. Tapos nasabi mo 'no, si Dayanara ang galing 10 minuto lang daw na upload na yung kanilang application. Ang tanong ko diyan, ano ba 'to, parang caregiver pathway yung portal na kanilang na pinuntahan mo noon, okey?
It
I
was
mean,
easy.
kaya ba yan ng DIY o baka dahil sa panahon ngayon na
Mhm.
paunahan, baka mapuno
Mhm.
agad? Do you
Mhm.
think they will need a consultant or a lawyer
Opo,
to help them navigate
opo.
the online upload?
Opo. Honestly, miss, nung time na yun, may mga kilala akong consultant na hindi sila kumuha ng clients talaga. Hindi sila
Alright.
kumuha kasi hindi nila alam eh. 'Di ba?
Oo,
Hindi mo alam
oo.
kung gaano kabilis, hindi mo alam kung gaano kabilis mapupuno, hindi mo alam ang may mga kilala akong consultant nun, isa lang ang kinuha nila. Isa lang.
Okay.
Kasi yun, at least yun, sigurado sila na maha-handle nila. So most likely ganun yung gagawin ko. Isa yung kukunin ko. Isang
Oh,
sigurado na kukunin ko. Kasi, hindi ako makakapangako na pag kumuha ako ng 5, maha-handle ko yung 5.
correct.
'Di ba?
Oo.
In the end, nung may mga consultant syempre na isa lang yung kinuha nung time na yun, dahil marami pang slot, yun siguro yung time na kumuha sila nung
Yeah.
bukas na siya. 'Di ba? Nung bukas na talaga siya. Pero ngayon, isa lang ako honestly, ethically,
Yeah.
ang isang consultant dapat isa lang yung kuhanin niya
Okay.
sa case na 'to. Kasi hindi magiging fair dun sa mga kukuhanin niyang susunod. 'Di ba?
Alright.
So, yun. And whether yung portal na ginamit namin nun, madali lang kasi yun, miss. I was able to prepare all the forms ahead of time. I was able to have my husband sign everything, scan everything ahead of time. I was able to have a folder sa laptop ko containing everything. So it's all in a matter of just
Dragging mo na
uploading
lang.
everything. And yung maraming hindi nakapasok sa international student stream noon kasi hindi sila nakapagbayad agad.
Ayan,
So,
ikwento mo yan. Oo.
hindi sila nakapagbayad. Sira yung, nasira, nung day off, nasira yung payment portal. So, and then merong iba na hindi nila na-realize na $3,000 pala yung kailangan bayaran.
Okay.
Maliit yung kanilang, yung limit.
Yung max. Oo
Yung max.
nga. Oo.
I had to call the bank and then ask them, can you increase the limit for my credit card? Kasi nun, yung estudyante ka, 500 lang yung bibigay sa'yo ng bank. So, pina-increase ko yung sa asawa ko, we paid, and then hawak ko na yung resibo, I was able to upload, pasok agad. Pero, that was a choice I made. Some people didn't do that. Some people wanted to pay like the day off. And it turned out to be the wrong move kasi nasira nga siya.
Oo, okay.
So, yeah. So, for me, what I would do is, the first step is to read through the guide na ilalabas nila. Kasama ka ba? Kasi kung hindi ka kasama, huwag ka nang mag-apply. Kasi syempre, kukunin mo yung slot para dun sa iba na maaaring
Mare-refuse ka
mag-qualify.
din naman.
Tapos mare-refuse ka rin naman, sayang lang. Sayang lang din po yung pera ninyo. 'Di ba? Sayang yung time ninyo. So, that's the first thing you have to do. And then, of course, the next step is to prepare documents ahead of time. Gaya nga po ng ECA, language test, police clearance. Nung time na yun, hindi rin kami hininga ng medical. Kasi nandun na yung rule na pwede na yung medical na ginamit namin dati. Kaya nga siya mabilis na natapos ko. Opo.
Pag ganyan ba, Dayanara, at least in your time, may scoring system ba yan? O basta pasaya mo? Wala, hindi siya scoring system, ha?
No scoring system. And as far as I remember, actually, ngayon ko lang naalala, hindi nga kami hininga ng ECA nun. Hindi kami hininga ng Educational Credential Assessment nung time na yon. So, kung sakaling wala kang Educational Credential Assessment, pwede ka pa din. Ang iba lang, meron lang nagka-problema nun yung mga international student kasi meron silang rule doon sa international student stream na parang dapat 2 years yung tinapos mo o dapat 2 1 year. Parang may ganung rule na yung iba na 1 year pa lang yung natatapos nila, hindi sila nakasali. May mga nung time na. So, kailangan specific ka din na ano ba yung tinapos mo, eligible ba yung tinapos mo kung sakaling may international student stream din itong TR2PR na ito.
Yan, okay. Eto pa, may question. Nabanggit mo kanina yung salitang, it was a bloodbath back then.
It was. It wasn't so much Gaya
Oh,
nung sa HCWIP, but I think this one will be a bloodbath.
yun na nga eh. Kasi the slots available before, it's way more than what they are offering now, na up to
Yes. Yes.
33,000. And considering the situation, alam mo naman, ano, ang dami ngayon nag-aagawan for the different PR streams. Ano ang
Exactly.
inaasahan mo dito sa 33,000? Like, bitin na bitin pa ba to? Because by the sound of it, 33,000, marami din yun. Pero, you think this will be filled up fast in a day or 2 days, yung mga ganyan. Guys,
I
hindi
think
lang mga Pilipino ang nakikipagsapalaran ngayon sa PR, tandaan ninyo, ha?
I think in a day. I think
A
it will
day.
be it will all be done in a day. I think. I think. Kasi yung 40,000 nung international student stream noon na slot, it was done in 24 hours, 25 hours. So this
Okay.
one was 22 eh. Kung sabihin naman natin buksan nila yung 33,000 in one go, mas konti pa rin yun compared dun sa binuksan nila before. So
Oo.
dun sa international student stream na meron kami. So
Mm.
it will be done in a day. This will be done in a day, I think.
Para nakakatakot pakinggan, ano? But anyway, it is what it is. Again, guys, ha? Based lang po to. Paulit-ulit ako. Baka kasi i-interpret ng ilan
Na
na ito na
sigurado
yung
na.
mangyayari, okay? Na ito na yung plano para sa paparating na TR to PR. Hindi lang to. We
Okay.
are just, getting to know the experience of Dayanara to
Of course.
see, how we can prepare
Of
for
course.
the upcoming one. O, yun lang naman. O, 'di ba? At least ang dami yung nakuha na tips. Okay, that hopefully will help you boost your chances and upload your applications faster. I think that's the goal naman eh.
The
'Di
goal
ba?
is to have all documents ready on and well, honestly, miss, make sure that you're filling out the forms properly as
Okay.
honestly as possible because they can return it because of the forms. Um, yeah, and prayers at the
Oo.
end of the day, 'di ba? Prayers bago, habang ginagawa mo, pagkatapos mong gawin. And don't expect na yung timeline namin na May, tapos July yung AOR, tapos September yung PR. It may not be the case for some
Mm.
of you kasi I do know for sure, I do know na may mga nag-apply nung time namin ng 2021 na hanggang ngayon ay hindi pa din PR. So,
Ano
it's
kaya
been
nangyari? Bakit gano'n katagal?
it could be that they had some issues with criminality, with medical
Okay, okay then.
inadmissibility. It could be because they changed jobs. It could be that,
Alright.
may issue sila sa NOC. Kasi kung maglalabas po ng specific list ng NOCs, you have to have a document that proves that that's your job. I know people na, I just read this sa LinkedIn yung nakaraan, 2 years silang naghintay. And then, saka lang sila nagpa-consult, saka nila na-realize na hindi pala yun yung NOC nung asawa niya, na yung
Oh,
NOC pala nung asawa niya is tier 4, ang ine-expect nila is tier 3, so hindi sila pwede sa express entry, na sobrang tagal nilang hinintay.
I see.
You wanna make sure now na as soon as possible na tama yung NOC na kine-claim ninyo, and some people would tell me, pwede naman namin siya i-chat GPT. No, I checked
Okay.
chat GPT. I checked it. It's not as accurate as some people think it is.
Alright.
So be very careful in navigating that. Kasi pag nag-apply kayo, let's say para kayong ako, napasok nyo within 10 minutes, tapos nakita nila, that's not his NOC, they can just return it to you.
Yeah, and like, okay, move on. Ang dami nilang pagpipilian eh. 'Di ba? Oo.
That's the thing. Ang wini-wish ko dito, miss, is sana, let's say merong mga nag-apply ng mga hocus-pocus, parang nagpasa sila, may mga ganyan. Sana, kung hindi yon ma-fulfill yung slot na yun, magkaroon sila ng parang second opening with the
Aha,
remaining slots. Sana may ganun.
I hope
Para
so.
hindi sayang yung, kasi may mga ganun eh. For sure, may mga mananamantala na kung
Mhm.
papasok sila just walang, para lang makapasok. Ganyan. For sure, sana yung mga ganun, ma-weed out nila and then maibigay yung ibang slot. Magkaroon sila ng several openings hanggat may slots pa. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? May ganun.
Oo. Ay, by the way, may nagtanong din pala sa comment section, ano, just to be clear, palagay mo yung mga caregivers pwede may magkakaroon ng slot dito baka dun sa health related?
That's the thing,
Galing.
Miss, kasi the
Oh.
word is, again, skilled. So, caregivers, their NOC is usually 44101. Tama ba ako? NOC 44101. Yes, yung mga home support workers natin, kadalasan ng NOC nila is 44101, which means nasa tier 4 sila.
Oh.
Then
Okay.
in that case, if they're in tier 4, ang PR pathway nila is either provincial nomination or HCWIP. Hindi ako sure kung isasama sila dito because there's the word skilled.
All right. Oh,
Unless
napaliwanag na kanina ni Dayanara, no? Oo,
unless
kanina.
babaguhin nila yung NOC for caregivers and they're gonna consider them as skilled workers. That we don't know. But the wording is skilled, so medyo hindi ako hopeful sa case na yun. Opo.
Nako. Oh, ayan na. Oh, basta natanong ko na kung pasok ang caregiver. Again, Dayanara is just basing on her expectations na baka
Understanding.
tier
Opo.
0 to 3 lang ang tatanggapin. But who knows? Balay mo, no? Maging maluwag at I don't know, lumawak yung sakop. We will just wait and see. Okay. Dayanara, thank you so much. This has been so informative at helpful. I'm sure ngayon pa lang gagalaw na yung mga kababayan natin, no? You can't waste any more time. Talaga sa totoo lang, sabi nga sa mga panahon ngayon your application needs to be perfect.
Perfect.
No? Perfect. Dahil ang dali na lang mag-review ngayon. Oh.
There's not a lot of people with room for mistakes. Not a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
Okay, so Dayanara, thank you so much again. Now, guys, kung meron pa kayong ibang tanong, lagay nyo na lang dyan sa comment section and we'll see if we can answer it in the next episodes. For now, we will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!